I'm so glad you're here. This is Lisa Bhakti Show. I'm Lisa Bhakti Overcash. It's November 22nd, 2023. I was about to say Thursday. It's not. It's Wednesday. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Well, the fake news loses their mind over Elon Musk commenting on Pizzagate post on Twitter X. The Mockingbird media is having quite of a meltdown over Elon Musk's tweets replying to posts about Pizzagate. I guarantee you there will be dozens of hit pieces coming out, and the usual suspects in cable news and unhinged late night talk show hosts will certainly be freely playing on this too with their comical parody skits, as they often do. So, what was said? Elon Musk calls out Media Matters, stating they're pure evil, and commented on Pizzagate. This post was detailing how Media Matters is also involved in Pizzagate and tied to James Alphonsus and Comet Ping Pong, and how they've aggressively covered it up for years. The truth about Pizzagate is finally coming out, and nothing can stop what's coming. It's all growing to other major media outlets as well. Rolling Stone had a headline recently. Elon Musk is now dipping his toe into Pizzagate, and of course had a photo of the current Elon Musk. Have you noticed they don't always look the same? And I often wonder, did they actually confront Elon sometimes in the past with some actions that maybe were nefarious, and they decided, well, do you want to work with the white hats, or do we find another place for you? I don't know. It certainly makes me wonder, because we don't know who's who sometimes. They're playing a brand. They're playing sometimes to make all this come together and help the truth be revealed. So another major media outlet called The New Republic, its headlines were, "Guess who just backed Pizzagate?" And it showed a picture of Elon Musk. The headlines are a big deal to the average person walking by, seeing, reading, because that's often all that they see. And that stirs something in their mind and in their countenance of like, wait a minute. It makes people wonder. So what is Pizzagate? Pizzagate is the media. The media is Pizzagate, is the way I see it, and what I think many people are aware of. So if there is one show you need to watch, I want to encourage you to watch this most important story. It's called Vampire Hunter by Liz Crokin. It's about the bombshell news that John Podesta's pal, Slade Shomer, who debunked Pizzagate, was arrested for child porn. Now, Slade Shomer worked as the editor-in-chief of The Recount, which is a left-wing news outlet that covered Pizzagate for years. Now, covered up the truth of Pizzagate for years. Mr. Slade Shomer was arrested for over 1,000 images of child porn and for producing it. This is not the first time a member of the media who worked for an outlet that's debunked Pizzagate has been arrested for child sex crimes. So there is a growing evidence emerging showing this pattern as I've just described. Solid proof that members of the media are involved in Pizzagate, and that it's always been real. Nothing's been false about it. A little about Pizzagate, if you don't know about it, Comet Ping Pong and the Democratic Party have a vile connection bubbling up to the surface right now. The Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria is the headquarters of child trafficking ring led by Clinton and John Podesta. So it's a good time to remind everyone that the evidence found on Anthony Weiner's top laptop, reported by True Pundit in 2016, implicated Hillary Clinton, Huma Abedin, and associates in the following crimes: money laundering, child exploitation, sex crimes with minors, young children and infants, perjury, pay to play through Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, and other felony crimes. In 2018, there was a report that backed up this story, citing Hillary Clinton and her foundation for crimes against children. This is all Pizzagate. Pizzagate is definitely right now trending in all the social media outlets and trending on online searches. I think this is a fabulous situation because it signals to us that people are waking up. with curiosity, finally, to search these truths that were once buried, censored from being found. Others that are being linked to this that are coming up are DNC, Democratic National Convention, Deep State, Clinton Foundation, Comet Ping Pong, of course, Podesta, Obama, Democratic Party, human trafficking, Frazzle Drip, and Pedogate, Alfontes, and Epstein. So to catch you up, if you didn't know, James Alfontes is the owner of Comet Ping Pong. Alfontes and the media have claimed for years that his restaurant is a family-friendly pizza joint. So he has hosted fundraisers for Hillary Clinton in the past, a birthday party for John Podesta, and Mr. Alfontes was a regular visitor of the White House under Barack Obama's presidency. Alfontes posted a photo of President Barack Obama in the White House playing ping pong with a child and put the hashtag White House Christmas Party in the caption. Also, his ex-boyfriend of the Media Matters is founder David Brock. So the media distorted Pizzagate to make it all about Alfontes and his basement that they insisted didn't exist. What the media failed to tell us is that Alfontes said in an interview with Metro Weekly about Comet Ping Pong in 2015 that he stores their tomatoes in the basement. Gotta listen. We gotta listen. In 2016, after the Podesta emails came out, Alfontes stated that Comet Ping Pong has no basement. Not one person in the media asked him why. Just a year prior, he said in an interview that the pizza did indeed have a basement where he stores their tomatoes. So inconsistencies often breed lies. So Alfontes' Instagram page, oh my goodness, it's so messed up. Tony and John Podesta, if you're not aware of them, they have this art collection that's been posted on Instagram that has pedophilia and cannibalistic type art, which is insane and sick. He posted a photo, some really horrible things like children being taped to a table and actual things happening and words that are so horrible. I don't even want to repeat. And I want to encourage you to go look into that. And, and they've got these signal things that they use. Like they put things like chicken lovers, which has like they show a chicken or they show a chicken lover sign, which symbolizes an adult man who is sexually attracted to a child. So these kind of things are hidden amongst all these posts. And this appears to be some kind of satanic ritualistic action plan that they do to make it connected throughout their grouping. So there are many more sickening images. Now, Fontes posted more and more, and there's a guy named Jeff Koons that posted some things, and they use body parts both of children and of men, and it's really sad. It's sick. I encourage you to go down this rabbit hole yourself for more hidden truths, but I do caution you to know your own personal limit or boundary, because these truths are often over the top, horribly bad. In reality, though, what's happening is the evil is being exposed. That's why I brought it up, because these things are being exposed, leaked out in a grander level than ever before. It's showing up. There is nowhere for these sickos to run or hide anymore. It's truly dark to light. I want to say that I don't think everyone working behind the scenes is all evil, even though they might seem evil. From my intuition, curiosity-driven research, and knowledge acquired, it's clear to me that both sides have infiltrated each other. I believe there is a prime creator, also God source, orchestrating it all. It's like a third party that is part of the spiritual realm. If the baddies were in 100% control, Trump would not have won, and Hillary would have already taken us down the road of complete enslavement, as well as the New World Order taking over. Their plans are being exposed, and it's all backfiring. I like seeing it. I think you do too. It's a great awakening. To me, our timeline has infinitely been altered. Trump is exposing these sickos behind the New World Order agenda. All the Q drops have definitely revealed a lot. Why would all this corruption be opened up for us to notice if they were not in control? I do believe that some of the planned psyop is a planned psyop, but I also believe it's a supernatural, spiritual thing that is organically happening because we are choosing to live and be a higher vibrational frequency, moving away from lower vibrational frequencies. We are ushering in and helping the universe when we deliberately make these intentional higher vibes better choices. We are assisting in bringing in the highest light of being and living. The dark ones need us to create the reality that they want. Why? Because they do not have the ability to bring into being new creation. They steal or suck it from us because we are fractals or branches of Prime Creator. There's an obvious battle between good and evil. Humanity is waking up. The battle is being used to wake up humanity. Yes, it's certainly no fun and filled with chaos. It's in my life. I'm sure it's yours too. We all are going to go through some form of hard times, but this will mold and refine us into better and more empowered humans. This will also bring us closer to God, remind us how powerful and strong we truly are, and infusing us with greater clarity, passion, and perseverance for this amazing journey. This great awakening is opening our eyes and our hearts to the fact that we are more powerful than we ever realized. Here we stand, refusing to be enslaved. The deep state, evil, satanic death cult's power structure is crumbling. We're leveling up and escalating on the physical plane and in the spiritual realm. It's my understanding this battle's been going on a lot longer in the spiritual realm than the physical plane. We're all called to back away from fear and propaganda, mind control, so we can easier step into our personal power. So on to a little something else. Another emerging truth that's being noticed is that the advertisers all over the world are clearly supporting the cabal's agenda, which is now being highlighted, and more people are seeing it. They're like, wait a minute, I think I'm noticing things. So these large, huge corporations are really corrupt and part of the plan. The advertisers with them are all supporting the things that we've identified that are not good for us humans, like forced vaccinations, involved somehow with Ukraine. It's hard to figure how much they're involved there, are linked to Jeffrey Epstein, and they all want a major war in the Middle East. And like, that's letting us know who they are and what they are truly about. So also trending in politics is January 6th has come up again. It's on camera. A paid crisis actor, John Sullivan, confesses that January 6th was a plan to take down Trump. Nancy Pelosi's daughter filmed the event and sold it to HBO. It's on video in live time when the January 6th event occurred. This is exactly what was said on camera. I have a little video and I'll post it later on Lisa Bhakti Twitter and Truth Social, along with any other resources that might be helpful, as well as I posted on Monday's research doc that I do. So what was said is in this little video is, we did it. You were right. We sure did it. Is this not going to be the best film you've ever made in your life? So interesting enough. Second one is a judge issues huge decision on Georgia voting machines. Now, we all know the 2020 election was not real. Well, it happened in real life, but all the results are wrong and not true. So the judge issues a huge decision on the Georgia voting machines. This is the quote. Judge Amy Toldenberg has issued a decision concurring there is definitely sufficient reason to believe that the electronic voting machines used by the state of Georgia have substantial flaws. I have a link to that and share that. It makes me think, lots going to go down in Georgia, like the devil went down in Georgia, that kind of stuff. And have you ever noticed there's a Georgia in the Soviet Union I don't know if they still call it that part, Soviet Union or Russia, or just in that whole area. I always wonder, okay, which came first and why? I hadn't figured that one out yet. So I'm also noticing more White Hat Alliance in charge clues. Like with just this stuff I've been sharing with you so far, it wouldn't be coming out if they were not in charge. It would still be buried. And this week on the AB show, The View, there was a little segment of a guest host that was a man. I don't watch that show. I'm not very fond of the show and the way they do things. But anyway, I'm not sure the name of the man. I tried looking for it and reverse searching this, but it was done live, and all the recorded ones that are left don't have him in it. So I'm thinking it was an accident or the White Hats made it. You know how they've done that over these years where they show a clip and then it disappears? I think that's what happened. So this guy really put these ladies in the hot seat. And I was like, oh, that's so good. So I have a little video that I want to play for you that I was able to screen record and get this going. Okay.
The social media companies would come together and eliminate anonymous users.
Let's start over. Here we go.
I wish the social media companies would come together and eliminate anonymous users for the very fact that misinformation is spreading at a ridiculous level. When we were talking about
in the past 7 years alone, it's undeniably evident that the misinformation with tangible societal impact originates solely from mainstream media, including people like you. So before advocating for social media to take away free speech and whistleblower protection, try to look inwards. You may just be stupid or deliberately dishonest.
Silence. Ooh, that's a sting. Thought that was pretty wonderful. So I truly believe and know in my deep inner knowing that this would not have been said live in the View show if the benevolent warriors and informers of love, truth, and light were not in charge. I tried to reverse it as I was saying. So if you know this man's name, drop me a line or tell me. I've had a few people tell me things here and there and send me a little email and feel free. Hey, I'm not perfect. I'm here learning just like you are. I'm just sharing you what I found that I feel led to share, that I know that I'm expected to share. It feels like a divine godly assignment. So on to something else. Oh my, this one really happened to me personally this week. Actually, it was yesterday. I went into Whole Foods to get my turkey for Thanksgiving. I really like their fresh turkeys. And while I was there, I was like appalled what I saw. Right beside the cash register was this Palm ID thing. Look at there. You see the Palm? It's like you're supposed to not just ID, you can pay with your palm. Oh my goodness, that got all over me. I thought, never for me. No way. Because this is stepping us closer and closer to being less human and more artificial intelligence and controlled, and definitely closer to transhumanism. No way. So what I like to do now is just move into the healing part, the shadow work and healing. In all inner heart connection investigation, that's what we're doing when we're doing shadow work. This discovery that we're doing and shadow retrieving. We're actually going inside our heart and retrieving that shadow. There's a vital need of a time of soaking in what's been revealed with time and space and what's called an integration. In shadow work healing, integration is an interconnectedness of blending the higher functioning unified wholeness of our light and dark parts of ourselves. It's not discounting either the good parts or the not so good parts of ourselves, but allowing them to align in a unique blend that helps us to be our best and highest daily mind, body, and spirit equanimity self. Equanimity is mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper, especially in difficult situations. I know I can get triggered in a difficult situation, but what we're called to do, this example that I hear, he or she accepted both the good and the bad, shadow or parts of the situation, however you want to see it, with equanimity. Equanimity involves maintaining an inner calm and steadiness regardless of the external circumstances, an ongoing evenness of emotions or temper, a composure. It's a maintaining of higher vibrational frequency in spite of whatever or wherever may be trying to pull you down into lower level frequencies. It's really tough for me taking care of my mom, I'll tell you that, because she's just more of that lower level. I mean, I love her. She's my mom, but I'm challenged. So imagine you got some family members or nearby people in your life. I try to let love lead, though. There's not denying of emotions. I'm not asking that. It's not part of it at all. It's honoring your emotions, but navigating them maturely with kindness, respect, while honoring others to have theirs. Integrating the shadow leads to greater integrity and healing in relationship to the hidden and perhaps more negative parts of ourselves. Without integrating the shadow, it will continue to haunt us and manifest itself or come alive in unbecoming behaviors. In order to become our highest self, we must learn to look at ourselves in our entirety and accept the whole picture. This includes embracing our darkest self. As you integrate your shadow side and come to terms with your darker half, you see yourself more clearly. You become more grounded, human, and whole. When you accept your own darker parts, it's easier to accept the shadow of others. As a result, people's behavior won't trigger you as easily. In the shadow integration process, there's one. The first thing you do is, what part of your shadow are you trying to integrate? What we've been working on, you've been working on, what you've decided. Two, you want to face it with some attention. 3, question it in the terms of it and you terms. 4, own it and lovingly release your hold on it through forgiveness and love. There are good parts of your shadow that help you discover your greatest power. It is part of awakening your hidden potential and manifesting your dreams. It shines a light on your talents, your creativity, and intuitive power that has been buried and forgotten. Each one of us has a giant reservoir of possibilities waiting to be discovered. So this week, there will be no new shadow assignment. Allow the work you've done to settle in, to soak into your being, and just be actualized into your new, fresh, higher, best self. I want to give you a little gift that I'm delighted to share with you. It has helped me to learn and understand myself much better and has lifted my spirit along this unknown journey, following all these breadcrumbs of what's really going on. It has helped me in this personal transformational time that I have found myself in. It's called Personal Human Design Chart. So you go to a website, it's all free. The letter A, human, HUMAN, design, DESIGN.com. ahumandesign.com. It's based on you inputting your date and time of birth and location. It offers you guidance on how to better successfully navigate life, detailing your talents, skills, and potential. It offers what's called a biograph, helps to understand how we are each uniquely designed to engage with the world. The map also identifies areas where we are susceptible to influence and conditioning. It reveals how our inner guidance system operates and provides us with practical techniques for making decisions that can greatly enhance our experience of life. When you discover more about your design, your original blueprint, many portals of awareness open up even further with, wow, I didn't know that about myself. Oh, that makes such sense now. Our human design doesn't change. So our human design is based on your birth time and where the energetic particles were at the time of your birth. That means that no matter how you answer the questions, you are always going to have the same human design. I think that's a cool and great, amazing peace of mind, considering how many personality tests are out there that come up with different results every time you take it, depending on the day and the time, how you feel. Our human design that I'm talking about, this human design, is definitely something we each can resonate with, producing a positive benefit, feeling, and emotional response. Let me share with you how I have used this human design to assist me. So before I learned the human design existed and how it could help me, I used to spend a lot of time initiating, trying to make things happen, pushing or using more masculine energy, more force. It wasn't until I found out that I am a generator. You will learn this type of who you are, and there's little words that show who you are, and that I'm actually not supposed to push so hard or push myself so hard or bulldoze into something. I meant to not initiate at all, but I'm actually here to respond. So I started looking at all the ways I could respond instead of trying to start something from the beginning. And the result was amazing. I started listening to my body and what it was asking for. Whenever it would ask me for something and I would give it what it asked for, incredibly, some other opportunity would seemingly miraculously be presented to me. It was almost like the more I rested and listened to what my body needed, the more fulfilled I was, and even the more money I had or made in some way. So if you're a generator, I learned it's time to stop doing and start listening more. So I encourage you to do this and better align with your individual, remarkably unique human design at ahumandesign.com. It sure gazes me, especially right now. Daily, I try to find the flow of ease in the midst of all the challenges. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Got 5 more minutes left. Let's see where I want to make sure I cover. Okay. Thanksgiving Eve, here we are. As Thanksgiving approaches, I want to say happy Thanksgiving, a little early, but let's embrace how healing and attitude of gratitude can work in us and cascade lovingly into our lives. So gratitude helps us truly see what is there instead of what is not. Gratitude is an acceptance of our worth to God and other people. When we choose gratitude, we accept ourselves as who we are, give ourselves permission to be loved by ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, we can't open up to other people loving us. Gratitude on the deepest level is a reflection, an acknowledgement, an acceptance of our worth to our prime creator, God source. And we can also let go of others' opinion of us, which is very important because in that equals freedom. What is the difference between thankful and gratitude? You know, there's a lot. With thankfulness, where there's thankfulness, it is an emotion. Gratitude is an attitude of appreciation under any circumstance. Gratitude involves being thankful, but it is more than that. Gratitude means expressing thankfulness and being appreciative of life daily, even when nothing exciting happens. So it's noticing and connecting with that which is gratifying in the midst of a challenge. So I encourage you to see the beauty in the walk of your everyday, especially in this special Thanksgiving Eve, and carry it with you indefinitely. Don't turn it off because Thanksgiving's over. Actually should highlight, to me, Thanksgiving is not just Thanksgiving, the date and the time that we celebrate, but it is one of my favorite holidays because it does create more people in an attitude of gratitude, as I was saying. And it kicks off more peace in the environment, hopefully. Usually it does in my world. Hopefully it does in yours too. So let us do that. I wanted to also let you know about this. Did you know Laura Trump sings? I didn't know that till this week. Now, I have a little song. If I have a few minutes, it looks like I might. It's called I Won't Back Down. She did this song, and it's originally done by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in 1989. And I'm going to read a little bit of the lyrics and then play just a little bit here at the end. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You could stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. I won't stand my ground. No, I'll stand my ground, won't be turned around, and I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Going to stand my ground, and I won't back down. So I'll keep this world from dragging me down. That's where I think the connection to gratitude attitude is. We have a choice in that. So I'm going to play just a little bit. Here we go.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. Won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground. And I won't back down.
Okay. Let's see here. 6:59. I wish you all the best. And we have Brian Hines of Life Liberty Hines joining in, coming in, connecting. And it's a delight to have him. And I welcome him in and It's a great evening. I wish you all the best. And next week will be the usual Thursday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And sending you all much love and many hugs. Bye-bye. Hi, you did come on. Hey, happy Thanksgiving.
Hello. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, yes. So are you having a big plan of feasting at your house, or are you going to someone else's?
I'm going to the daughters and hanging out with the grandchildren for the evening.
Nice. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm going to one of my daughters. I have 4 daughters. I'm going to my 3rd daughter. She said, I'd like to do it this year. I said, hey, bring it on. I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
But of course they said, but Mom, you have to do this, this, and this. I said, okay, that's fine. 4 things is better than hosting a whole house.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Many wishes of greatness to you. Bye-bye.